Around 50 members of the royal family, including Prince Charles, 73, and his wife Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, 74, are expected to gather at Windsor Castle next Tuesday for the Queen TMS Christmas lunch. As the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are residing in California with their two young children Archie and Lilibet, and the implementation of travel restrictions due to the spread of the Covid Omicron variant, it is unlikely that they will travel across the pond to attend. Last year, the Queen TMS lunch with the firm didn't go ahead because of the pandemic, but moves to cancel the event for the second year are being resisted. The extended family will enjoy wine, crackers and a feast inside the castle next week, ahead of traditional festivities that will be hosted over Christmas at Sandringham, Norfolk, by the Queen. Additional reporting by Chloe Davies and Luke Hawker. Christmas merely weeks away, families across the country are busy preparing for the festivities. The royal family are thought to be gearing up to return to Sandringham for a Norfolk Christmas once again after last year's plans were derailed by last-minute Covid restrictions. And a huge part of the royal Christmas involves the tree, with the whole family taking part in several festive traditions relating to it. Although Christmas trees are considered an important part of British Christmas celebrations, Germany is widely credited with sparking the trend. George III's wife Queen Charlotte was born in modern-day Germany, and Charlotte was believed to have introduced the Christmas tree to the British royal family in the 1700s. The idea of decorating a tree for Christmas was further popularized by Queen Victoria and her devoted consort Prince Albert in the 19th century. And today, Victoria's great-great-granddaughter keeps the royal tradition alive, with the Queen's homes full of Christmas trees during the festive period every year. Here are some of the Christmas tree traditions the royal family will be taking part in this year. Several Christmas trees are put up at royal residences across the country, and many are decorated by staff. But the Queen is thought to oversee the decorations at her home, and she allows her great-grandchildren to decorate a Christmas tree when they visit. In her 2015 Christmas speech, the Queen said, "One of the joys of living a long life is watching one TMS children, then grandchildren, then great-grandchildren, help decorate the Christmas tree." Nowadays, decorating the Christmas tree is a task delegated to the Queen's great-grandchildren, including Prince George and Princess Charlotte. The Queen spoke about the tradition in the Queen's Green Planet documentary, and she said royal children often knock the decorations off the tree in their excitement. But she added, anyway, they enjoy themselves. And the great thing is to make them decorate it, and they're a bit more careful. Unlike her trees at Windsor Castle and Buckingham Palace, the tree decorations at Sandringham are thought to be more understated. Every year, the Queen's beloved late husband Prince Philip would place a gold star on top of the family's Christmas tree. Speaking on the Channel 5 documentary Inside Sandringham, Holidaying with the Queen, royal expert Claudia Joseph once said, "Prince Philip will always put the gold star on the top of the tree, and probably will continue to do so for the rest of his life. He's quite a stalwart and won't TMT let other people take control. When any young children come they put their own decorations on." But following Philip's death in April this year, it is not clear who will take on the mantle of this royal Christmas tradition. Several churches and schools receive a Christmas tree from the Queen to mark the festive season every year. The royal family website explains, as well as donating money to several charities in Windsor each Christmas, the Queen also gives Christmas trees each year to Westminster Abbey, St Paul's Cathedral, St Giles Cathedral, and the Canongate Kirk in Edinburgh. Churches and schools in the Sandringham area will also receive a tree from Her Majesty. The Queen will usually stay at Sandringham for several weeks after the Christmas period ends, and it is widely believed the monarch opts to keep her decorations up until February. The Queen's father, King George VI, died on February 6, 1952, at Sandringham House. So the Queen is thought to keep her decorations up in tribute to the sad anniversary. Archie Harrison, too, spent his first Christmas in Canada with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. However, this year, the royal couple appear set to spend Christmas in California. The couple's first Christmas with their son was spent in a luxury Canadian lodge on Vancouver Island, where they were joined by the Duchess of Sussex's mother, Doria Ragland. Ms. Ragland briefly lived with the couple when they first brought Archie home to Frogmore Cottage. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau welcomed the couple, tweeting, "Prince Harry, Meghan, and Archie, we're all wishing you a quiet and blessed stay in Canada. You're among friends, and always welcome here." At the time, locals reported they had seen the Duke and Duchess out jogging in the Canadian town of North Saanich, and others had spotted them hiking in Hawthill Regional Park on Vancouver Island. At the time, a palace spokesperson said, having spent the past 2 Christmases at Sandringham, their Royal Highnesses will spend the holiday this year as a new family, with Duchess trademark mother Doria Ragland, and has the support of Her Majesty the Queen. However, this year, it seems that the couple will spend their first Christmas as a family of 4 at their home in Montecito. Previously, there was speculation that the couple might return to the UK with Lilibet, to spend Christmas at Sandringham with the Queen. But the growing threat of COVID-19, following the emergence of the Omicron variant, has made it extremely unlikely that the family will return to the UK. Prince Harry has only returned to UK soil on 2 occasions since moving to the US, and neither times with his wife and children in tow. The 37-year-old royal first returned to Britain in April to attend the funeral of his grandfather Prince Philip, who died aged 99. He also returned in July to unveil a statue of his late mother, Princess Diana. The couple moved to California in January 2020, just 2 months before they announced they would be stepping back from royal duties in March. As a result, baby Lilibet is yet to meet her namesake the Queen. There has been speculation over whether or not the couple will release the first pictures of the royal baby this festive season, as each year since Archie's birth the royal couple has included an image of him on their Christmas card. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have taken a unique approach to the press, shielding their 2 children from the spotlight almost entirely. Last week, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge shared a new picture of themselves with their 3 children, Prince George, 8, Princess Charlotte, 6 and Prince Louis, 3 for their official Christmas card. Royal expert Richard Kay claimed particular fears have surfaced about the book chipping away at efforts from Charles to win over the public before he succeeds the Queen. Speaking to Palace Confidential, Mr. Kay said, "I think the difficulty for Prince Charles, every time now Harry opens his mouth, he's seen to chip away at his father's credibility. And this must be undermining their relationship. They have on the horizon the prospect of Harry's autobiography or memoir. We don't know what's going to be in it." He continued, "But we do know he has spent some time digging into his mother's relationship with his father. They must be dreading the publication of that book and what it will mean. We're edging closer to the Prince of Wales becoming monarch, and every time these embarrassing situations erupt with his son, it reminds people about why they have had problems with the prospect of Charles as king." Mr. Kay noted the Prince of Wales had made significant efforts, since the death of Princess Diana in 1997, to reclaim support among the wider public. The bitter feud that erupted between the couple in the run-up to their divorce split the population between supporters of Prince Charles and Princess Diana. The couple's relationship grew so tense their tit-for-tat exchanges in the press became known as the War of the Windsors. Reports over the years have emerged claiming the Queen grew so concerned about the impact the row between her son and his wife could have on the royal family that she ordered them to divorce. And following Diana's tragic death, Prince Charles was forced to launch an unrelenting PR campaign to win over support for his marriage to his now wife Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall. "Don't miss," Mr. Kay continued, "he's done his level best over the last 15-20 years to try and rededicate himself to his future subjects, but there are obviously difficulties. People still haven't forgiven or forgotten the Diana years, and Harry's constant reminder about the past makes this a really tricky transition period for Charles." Prince Harry's memoir about his life in the royal family and the aftermath of his move to North America will be released in the year of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Prince Charles and Prince William will be leading efforts to celebrate Her Majesty's 70 years on the throne with a 4-day weekend filled with events marking the special occasion. But we do know he has spent some time digging into his mother's relationship with his father. They must be dreading the publication of that book and what it will mean. We're edging closer to the Prince of Wales becoming monarch, and every time these embarrassing situations erupt with his son, it reminds people about why they have had problems with the prospect of Charles as king. He's done his level best over the last 15, 20 years to try and rededicate himself to his future subjects, but there are obviously difficulties. People still haven't forgiven or forgotten the Diana years, and Harry's constant reminder about the past makes this a really tricky transition period for Charles.